We are having a wonderful day and we're wrapping it up. And so today I wanted to talk to you guys about being authentically creative. And I know it seems like a weird thing to talk about because you're like, I'm creative. I've been creative ever since I was alive. But the truth is, a lot of us aren't really creative. We do derivatives of things that we see other people do, and we hope that if we can replicate it, it becomes successful. So today, I just wanted to talk to you guys about being authentically yourself, creating in a way that you would have created as a child. And like I said, it seems like something very simple, but it's actually extremely difficult just to authentically be yourself. Allow people to see who you are and what you have to offer without being scared of, oh, they're not going to like this. They're going to judge me because I did this, or they're going to say that this is stupid. Um, there's always going to be somebody to say you're stupid or it's a bad idea. That should never stop you from doing the thing that you want to do. Okay? So, the first thing that you have to do, I want to try to make this quick and make it something to where everybody can learn, but we can move on with our lives, right? So the first thing that you have to do is stop letting other people affect what you do. Stop listening to other people, which sounds crazy because I'm literally talking to you guys about what you should be doing. But the first thing that you're going to have to do is stop listening to these people because these people don't know how to make you creative. These people don't know how to pull out what makes you unique. These people don't know how to pull out your perspective, your unique observations on the world and life and how things go for you. They don't know. Okay? So when you're listening to people, if they're telling you anything like a step by step, you should be saying, I don't know, which is awkward because I'm sort of giving you a step by step right now. But these are just guidelines for making sure that you're creating your own thing in your authentic way. Okay. So I'm by no means saying that this is a one-stop shop. This is not a solution for everybody. This is just a guideline. If you feel like you're stuck in a rut, if you feel like you don't know what to say, what to do, how authentic you're being to yourself, this is the best place to start, in my opinion. Okay. So stop listening to people. People will tell you all kinds of things, and these people are wrong a lot of the time. So allow yourself the privilege of knowing that nobody else knows and just allowing yourself to be out there by yourself. Okay. So do you remember when you're a little kid and you're playing by yourself and you have to come up with, what am I going to do? What am I going to play with? What's the game going to be? You created all that in your own brain. You didn't have to watch a TV show or read a book in order to figure out what you were going to do that was authentic to yourself. So you have to come up with something that speaks to you when you're by yourself and you're coming up with something. It has to be something that you would love to do, regardless of if people were playing along or not. Okay. This is all Peter Pan stuff. You're coming up with it in your head. So do not be scared of coming up with it by yourself and not listening to anybody. Okay. In order to do that, you have to come up with so many life experiences to create this world. Okay. That means don't be scared of your job. Don't be scared of your bad experiences, your bullies, all the things that have happened to you in your life that you're traumatized by because you're scared anybody will find out. Don't be scared of that. Because the truth is, those are the things that help you build a unique story. Those are the things that help you build a world. Like sometimes people love movies like the Avatar and they love things like Star Wars. It's because the world building is absolutely phenomenal. They have this idea that you can completely engulf yourself in and you don't have to worry about going back to reality. It's because they have allowed themselves to completely jump into something because they're escaping their life. They're escaping their reality. So don't be scared of allowing yourself to completely dive into the world that you're building. Okay. That's how you find other people who are on your same wavelength and they will love everything that you're doing. Okay. Creativity is all about allowing your weird to shine, and you'll find there's so many people who are weird just like you. Okay. So the next thing, after you pull from your life, after you pull from your ex and your breakups and your girlfriends and all that stuff, thank you for the so true. Appreciate you. After you pull from all these things, you have to make sure that you are running far, 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 far away from anything that you've ever seen. Okay? That's one of the hardest things to do because we get so pulled in with, oh, well, I've seen Chronicles of Narnia and I'm going to create something sort of like a wardrobe. That is so difficult. Okay? It's so hard in today's day to say, you know what? I'm not going to do anything that I've seen before because we've seen, okay, this is how you build a legacy. This is how you build a model. But when you do that, you are slowly chipping away at what makes you unique. Okay? When you say, okay, I'm going to add a lightsaber into the story, or I'm going to add a car like a Batmobile into it, it chips away from your authenticity. Okay? Allow it to be something completely new, something completely unique that nobody has ever thought of. And the only way you can do that is by making sure whenever you come up with an idea that's like, oh, I want it to be sort of like this. No, don't do it like The Hobbit. It's been done. It has so many things. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's beautiful. But in order for you to create something, hello, you guys. Thank you guys for all the love. In order for you to create something that's truly authentic to yourself and to your audience, you're going to have to make sure that your thing is far away from everybody else's, which means you have to run. Don't walk. Don't just slide by as gingerly as possible without touching the walls because you're inspiring another generation of people who have never seen this kind of stuff. They don't know how to do it. What's up? And they're inspired by you taking that leap of faith. Think of your favorite creative endeavor or your favorite fantasy land or world building that you've ever seen. When you see that stuff, it's so inspiring because you're like, I would have never thought of, and it allows you to take that step of saying, I want to create something like this. Like, remember when you're a little kid and you're drawing drawings and you draw stuff you never think of. And it's just, it blows your mind how you thought of these things. It's because you allowed yourself to be completely, yeah, with prayer. Sometimes it does take some prayer. You got to pray about what do you want to create. But you've got to allow yourself to be that weirdo that you know other people are going to resonate with. And the truth is, you really never know if people are going to resonate with it. You have to be confident enough in yourself and in everything that you're doing to say, if people don't like it, I'm still doing something that I like and something that I'm going to be inspired by. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And when you can do that, you can create something that builds a legacy to where you can really be proud of yourself. Hey, and when you're building something like that, it may seem hard, it may seem far-fetched, but you are really building a huge, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. You are really building a world where other people can be inspired by what you're doing and saying. Okay. And in today's day and age, you have some people who are really depressed, some people who are really sad. Their life doesn't go well. I think all of us have been there to where it's just like, my life sort of sucks. And it would be great to have something to give me a release, you know? And when you find that one thing that helps you get out of a slump or helps you build confidence in yourself or where you're at, that is a beautiful thing. Never allow yourself to think that just because it's a little bit different from other people that it'll be bad. Bye, bro. I gotta go. Bye. Thank you so much for checking in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love. I appreciate it so much. Make sure you like and subscribe, please. And then making sure that whatever you're doing is something that's going to make you uncomfortable. If you're not uncomfortable when you're creating, you're not trying. I'm going to say it again. If you're not uncomfortable when you're creating, you are not trying. I'm going to say it one more time. No, I'm not. You heard me. So make sure that when you're doing these things, you're pushing yourself to be uneasy, because when you're making greatness, you should be uncomfortable. It's like weightlifting. Anytime you're lifting weights, it's going to be something that's going to strain your body. It's going to push you to your limits. It's going to make you feel like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. But while you're doing that, you're growing, you're getting stronger. Lactic acid builds up in your muscles after you work out, and then you get sore. That is you getting stronger. Okay? So allow yourself to be uncomfortable. Allow yourself to sit in those feelings of, I've never seen a story like this. I've never heard a story like this. Nobody I know ever talks like this in stories. Nobody writes like this. Nobody creates chords that come together like this. Nobody uses color spectrums like this. And when you're doing that, you're creating what they call a world, an environment. You're enveloping people into your idea, your mind's eye of what is cool. Okay. Like Miles Davis with Kind of Blue. When he was doing that, they say that he reinvented or he invented cool. Okay. So you stay strong too, man. Keep it up and keep creating, man. Never stop creating. But they say Miles Davis invented cool. Okay, there was a point in time in Miles Davis's life where he was beat up by a police officer, and that really changed his life. And they say after that he just became so cool because he stopped caring. He stopped worrying about what other people were thinking and saying and being the right person and doing the right things. He completely let it go. And he decided right then and there, I'm going to do what I like. I'm going to do what I think is fun. And he stopped trying to create contemporary popular things to, I'm going to really step into this jazz life and create something that nobody has ever seen and nobody's ever done. And they called him cool. He invented what cool was just by being weird, by being unique, by going through something terrible, by allowing himself to talk about those experiences, to show other people those experiences, to see, hey, this is what it looks like when you're going through something horrible. When somebody is sorry you guys, I didn't mean to do that. I just put on a green screen. My bad. This is what it looks like when people are creating authentically. How do you turn it off? Turn it off. There we go. But this is what it looks like when you're authentically creating things. It isn't always fun. It isn't always beautiful. Sometimes it's dirty. Miles Davis got his head busted. He was all bleedy and bloody and everything. And that allowed him the freedom to say, you know what? I know what I need to do in order to create something that's going to vibe with people who don't vibe with the norm. Because I don't vibe with the norm anymore. Don't be scared of being different from everybody else. Just know that you are being sent a message from the creator to say, I'm going to create something unique, something beautiful, something that nobody else can create. Hey, what's up? Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you for logging in. Thank you for the love. Um, but it feels weird. It makes you feel awkward. It makes your hands sweat. It makes your palms sweaty kind of thing. But that's how you know it's happening. Not y'all let the people stop y'all. Yeah, you cannot let anybody stop you except for yourself. And when you stop yourself, that's when you should be the hardest because you know that you're close to a precipice of doing something different, something new. And if you allow yourself to stop you because you're scared, you never deserve to have that breakthrough. You never deserve to create that amazing idea, you know? I'll definitely friend you. I have to do it after we get on off of here though, I think. But I definitely will. Just comment on another one of my posts, another one of the videos, and I'll friend all you guys for sure, for sure. But yeah, allow yourself to be awkward, an outcast, a leper, all of that stuff, and you will attract a tribe, just like anything. You'll see other people start getting into it, and when they get into it, you'll say, you know what, this is something I think I want to do. I'm not on TikTok, but I've been thinking about getting on TikTok because this is the second time that I've been on live and people have been saying you need to do TikTok, so maybe I'll do that. Okay. And then one of the biggest things that you have to do, act like you know what you're doing. Okay, it sounds like such a oxymoron to say, but the truth is you have to act like you've been here before. Okay? You're creating something that nobody's ever seen. You're doing something scary. You're doing something where you're pushing the limits. You're pushing the edges of your comfortability and everybody else's who knows you. But act like you've been here before. I don't know if you got, thank you so much. I appreciate all the inspiration. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to shows. No, I'm not single. I'm married. But are you single? But have you ever been to like a show? At the shows, you will see that there's times when you can get in for free, and there's times that you can't. And sometimes you can get in for free just acting like you know where you're going. So, story. I like anime, And so there's an anime convention that goes on down here, and I used to want to go into it, but I didn't want to pay for it because it was like $200 to get into the convention. So I decided I was going to go up there with my guitar and act like I was supposed to be there. And so I just walked in there dressed up and like Luffy and with my guitar, and I walked right in the front and said, "Yeah, I'm in here to perform, and I have a vendor that I need to go see." And literally they let me in. There was no problems. And I was so excited just for the opportunity to be able to get in there. Um, what's up, Asher? But I was so excited just for the opportunity to get in there, just to see everything that's going on. Are you talking about put your name up on these walls, these actual walls, or put it on like the actual thing? Let me pin your message. How about that? And so, yeah, it was just one of those things to where I realized in that moment, hey, if you act like you know what you're doing, and I walked up there with complete confidence. I had my guitar, dressed up like Luffy. I was ready to get in this convention. I just knew for a fact that I was going to get in here, and everything worked out. Um, on this wall here, I don't know if I don't have anybody's name on the wall. Maybe maybe in a while. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I should do that. Just create a wall for everybody who's really supportive and just give you guys something to where it's like, hey, this is the wall of my supporters, the people who have really inspired me. Because a lot of times I just sit around and I'm thinking about all the people who have really inspired me. And a lot of times it's some of you people who just out of the kindness of your heart, you allow creator to come in and say, hey, I'm going to inspire this guy. And it means the world to me just knowing that it's seen. So thank you so much. Oh, no, no worries at all. I appreciate the idea. So, yeah, I remember the first time I ever acted like I knew where I was going. I was younger with my brother and sister, and we were at something called the Cook-Off. There's like a world championship barbecue cook-off in Houston. Happens every February through March time, but back then it was during February. And so there's all these clubs. Every tent is like its own club. They have cops, they have their own DJ and all that stuff. And so I remember we were walking around and we couldn't get into these places. And so one time I just went over there and I just started dancing and I just walked into the club. The cops didn't stop me, nobody stopped me. I acted like I was supposed to be there. Next thing I know, there was a grown woman who was dancing on me in there, talking about, do you want something to eat? Do you want to play? And I was like, oh my God. And that was the moment that I realized, wow, if you act like you're supposed to be there, people will resonate with that and you'll make them more comfortable just by you being yourself, just by you doing your thing. And you'll allow them to have a good time. Because people were looking at me like, who is this guy? Why is he having so much fun? And I was so young. I had to be like 10, maybe 9. And it was a great night, a night that my brother and sister and I, we talk about all the time. But act like you know what you're doing, okay? Everybody has played with mud pies. Everybody has imaginary uh, fantasies and stories and drawings and things that we have done. So don't act like you're scared to create, okay, you guys? You guys have created before. You guys are professionals at creating. And if you're not a professional at creating, now is the time. Okay? Do I play Fortnite? No, I don't play Fortnite. I I traded in playing video games for playing instruments. And I told myself if I'm going to get good at playing instruments, I'm going to have to stop playing video games. And so I just made a deal with myself and said, okay, we're playing instruments. That's what's going on. So, yeah, I stopped playing video games. I have played Fortnite before, but you will not catch me on there just chilling. But Fortnite is another one of those things where it has its own reality, its own world, to where once you get into it, it is a beautiful place to be in. And it allows you to really just immerse yourself in the skins, in the worlds, in the character play, and all that stuff. So allow yourself to act like you know what you're doing, okay? So let's go over everything that we talked about. The first thing that you're going to have to start doing, stop listening to other people, okay? Which is contradiction because I'm literally telling you how to be more creative. And then the next thing you're going to have to do is pull from your life. Allow yourself to have authentic experiences, heartbreaks, disappointments, despair, joyous occasions, triumphs, victories. All of those things help you to create an idea. Yeah, I play an instrument. Uh-oh, you guys are on the actual thing right here. Yep, I play. I play and write. And so that's where I get the creative ideas from. I write for other people. And literally, I just got an idea that I'm going to tell you guys about all after all of this, just letting you guys know, where I'm using my creativity next. And then I'll let you guys see how it's coming out. But yeah, so you have to pull from your life. You have to allow your life to be the thing that's telling you this is where you can create characters, dialogue, where you can create worlds and all that stuff. Pull from things that you see, because when you see it in your life, it's something completely authentic to you, because you see things completely different than other people will. Okay. Next, you have to run away from the things that you have seen before. Run, 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 run. Okay. Run away from everything that you have ever seen before because it's lame, and it'll make sure that you're just like everybody else. All right. It's not that it's lame. What is lame is you trying to copy other people's things. Okay. We are trying to be authentically ourselves and let our light shine. The only way you can do that is by not allowing other people and what they like to get in the way. Okay. So run away from what everybody else says that is norm. Okay. And then the next thing is be uncomfortable. Okay. Make sure that you're writing about topics, about people, about situations, and things that you don't even feel comfortable talking about because they feel so authentic. They feel so real. They feel so alive in your brain. And when you're doing that, other people will say, I've lived that life. I had that happen to me. And when they're doing that, it's going to inspire them to say, thank you so much for the sub. When they're doing that, it's going to allow them to say, okay, this person really knows what they're talking about. This person has really done something before, and I want to be a part of this world. I want to grow with this person. I want to see where this world is going. I want to see how deep I can go down this rabbit hole, if you will. Okay? And then act like you know what you're doing. Act like you're a writer. Act like you're a creative. Act like you're not scared. Act like you've been here before. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for telling everybody to subscribe. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And act like you've been here before. So I have a friend who I know who wants to start being a wrestler. And so he reached out to me and he says, okay, I'm going to be going to this wrestling school. I said, awesome. And he tells me, okay, so for the wrestling school, they don't allow you to have your own music that you just picked that's already copywritten. You have to have your own uncopywritten music. He's like, so a lot of people, they just get stuff off of YouTube. But since I know you and I know that you make music, I was wondering, could you make me a theme song? And so we start talking about everything that he wants in the theme song, everything that's inspiring him, all these things, and just how we can create something that inspires him when he's going down there, when he's starting to wrestle. He's never wrestled before, but he wants to start. Thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, you guys. It means the world to me if you do. But we've been talking about all the things that would inspire him. He wants some headbanging. He wants to be able to jump around and inspire the crowd. He wants to make sure that everybody is jacked up just like he is as he's going to the ring. And I am so excited about doing it. Now, I have created songs for companies and other people before. I've created songs for myself, but I've never created a song for an actual walkout for a wrestler. But I'm super excited to do it. I'm super excited to create something. And as I was talking to him, I wasn't scared. I was building in my head an idea of what it would take in order to inspire this guy, what it would take to inspire other people and allow other people to join into his story, and pulling from his life as he's talking about what he likes and what he doesn't like and how he's scared and what he wants to inspire in other people. It helps me understand how I should be writing this song, what it should be about. And then instead of me saying I'm going to listen to other people's songs that are already walkout songs, I'm going to create my own idea of what I think it should be. Yeah, it's nice to have an idea about it just so you can make sure you're not stepping on other people's toes. But you also want to do things like this because now I'm uncomfortable. I'm doing something I've never done, and it gives me an opportunity to be weird. And he never gave up on his dreams. And never gave up on your dreams. That's true. I never gave up on my dreams, and he never gave up on his dreams, which is why I really want to inspire him and help him. Because anytime you find somebody who's resilient enough in today's day and age to not give up on their dreams and to not feel like, after the world has told you you have to conform and do this, you've conformed, you've done everything, but you're still allowing that flame to burn. You're still allowing yourself to be creative. You're still allowing yourself to be authentically youthful in the way that you're thinking and creating. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. And then as I'm talking to him, I'm acting like I know what I'm doing. Like I've already written songs for wrestlers before, but the truth is, I've written plenty of songs. Okay. I've written plenty of inspirational songs and I've written plenty of rock songs. Okay. So my goal is to create a song that he can love, that will inspire him, that will inspire other people, that will get other people's heads going and make them think, oh, this is going to be a great fight when they're first seeing him, allowing him to say, okay, I'm the guy. I want to shake hands. I want to bang heads. And I want to make sure that we're enjoying ourselves on this walk up, if nothing else. And just giving him something to where he can be proud of. I told him I wanted this to be like the spinach that Popeye has. So whenever you hear it, it's your thing that just pumps you up. You're listening to this song all the time. It's your ringtone and everything just because it pumps you up. So take those opportunities that make you feel weird, that make you feel like I've never done this before. I don't know if I should try it. You should try it. Okay? Don't be nervous to try something that you've never tried before. Don't be nervous to be bad at something. Because when you're bad at something, it's possible that you can inspire other people to say, I didn't know it was possible because I thought you just had to be great at it. And no fussing, it's bad. Hey, sometimes it is bad. But like I said, you have to allow yourself to be bad sometimes in order to be good. And sometimes it's best to try to be bad at first when you're worried about being good. Oh, no cursing. Yes, yes, exactly. If you can, sometimes you do curse just to show a point. But if you cannot curse, it's always nice because it makes it more appropriate for everybody else, which is always a beautiful thing. When the kids can listen to it and enjoy it, that's always a beautiful day. But allowing yourself to be weird, allowing yourself to be the good guy or the bad guy. Sometimes people always think of like fantasy and creating worlds and thinking that they have to be the good guy. You don't. It's okay to be the bad guy. Sometimes you are the bad guy. Everybody has been in a situation in their life where people are looking at you like you're the bad guy. So sometimes you're inspiring other people who are in that situation, who are going through something bad, who are going through something negative to say, you know what? It's not so bad to be the bad guy. I like being the bad guy. It's fun to be the bad guy. It's cool to be the bad guy, like movies like The Joker. It was actually cool to watch somebody who was the bad guy and say, I sort of want Arthur to do well. I sort of want him to be okay because he's not a bad guy. He's somebody who's had bad things happen to him, and those people are looking at him like something's bad about him. But he's making the best of his situation, and he can still be the hero for people who have had bad things happen to them. So allow yourself to be the person who is the knight in shining armor for all the people who have never had a song or a movie or a game or a painting or a book for themselves. Allow yourself to creatively create. That sounds so crazy to even say, because I feel like we create so much and we're going by these guidelines of what we should be doing, how we should be making it. But allowing yourself to authentically be bad or good, you know? Yeah, there is no bad stuff. It's possible to make things that you may think are bad, but it might be inspirational in your process. At that moment, it might be bad to you, But when you look back at it, it might be the perfect bridge to go to exactly where you wanted to go, which is that next level of something beautiful, something awesome. Okay? So don't be scared of doing something that's bad. Don't be scared of doing something that's like other people's stuff. Thank you so much for the love, you guys. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate all the love so much. Thank you. But don't be scared of being the person who other people are saying, "Have you heard that guy? He's so," because that's how it all starts. That's how it always starts. There's always somebody who's saying, I just don't like how they do it." And then next thing you know, everybody's like, "Did you see that?" It is so inspirational because I used to think that it sucked. But now I'm thinking it's inspiring me to say it's possible for me to suck to other people and actually be an inspiration to those same people if I just consistently do what I think is right. Now, instead of just making uh, throwing one thing on the wall and seeing if it sticks, it's consistently throwing these things on the wall, consistently seeing what's sticking. And eventually, you're going to have so many things start sticking because you're going to get good. You're going to become a person who has their own voice, their own style. And when you do that, it can create its own vibe. And those vibes are the things that are so hard to create. And you can only create it when you have failed enough times. So don't be scared to fail. Don't end the video, stay on. That is so funny. Well, what do you want me to talk about now that I'm still here? I mean, I'm going to make sure that for the rest of the year that I'm consistently coming on here. And this is video number 91 of the year. But I'm going to try to get to 100 by the end of the year. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys are on here. But I mean, I have no problem staying and talking. Last night I stayed on for like an hour. So I'm always on here. I'm always talking. If you guys have certain things that you want to hear me talk about, just send me a private message or just make a message on one of the videos and I will be happy to engage and talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm not scared of doing that and I love to engage with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It truly is a blessing just that you guys took your time out of your day to talk to me. So, and listen to this. However, I can help you create. However, I can help you if you want a song, if you want a theme song, if you want a soundtrack for something that you're working on, if you want instrumentals, whatever it may be, even if you want a slogan kind of song or a jingle, I do all that stuff. And I would love to help you guys create your reality, your dream into a reality. Allowing it to be something that you can listen to on your phone is just so inspirational sometimes. Just like, oh my God, it's here. Stay on all night. That's so funny. I was tempted to get on super early this morning just to be on for a little bit, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna stay on. But I will make sure that I'm on here more consistently. And I normally do stay on longer, but tonight I was just planning on doing something short. Tomorrow I have a videography gig, so I do videography and I do long form content shooting and all of that stuff. And it's a wonderful thing doing that because you also get to learn how to help creatives create their. That's so funny. I said it again. Create their idea from their head and make it a reality. So it helps you see why creatives can be so difficult, why artists are so weird sometimes and zany, because it's hard to convey what I'm thinking in my head into something that will work into your ideas of how to shoot and how to create something. But it's a beautiful thing when you can actually do it and other people can feel that inspiration from what you're making. So, yeah, I appreciate you for being here. It's Nathaniel, right? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the love and the inspiration and all the comments. Thank you for all of that. It means so much to me that you're even here and that you cared enough to just to stop by. I really appreciate you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys can know that I'm your champion, and I will try to champion your ideas, your views, and the things that you guys want me to talk about on here. I want to make sure that the people who are here at the beginning, when we're growing, are the people who know how important I feel like you are to me. I want you guys to know that this is your community and whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever you guys want to get into, we can talk about those things, get into it and stretch the boundaries of what we're comfortable doing. Be creative with how we create. And I just love that, being creative with how we create. I just love that. It's just, I don't know. It's like rubbing the top of your mouth with your tongue. You just, I don't know. It just feels good to say it. But if you guys are nervous about creating, if you guys are feeling some antsy feelings about a project that's coming up, please reach out to me. Let me know how I can help. Even if it's just a commentary, or if it's you want to send in something, you want me to look at it and see if I can help you guys do it, or if you just have an idea that you want me to help you with, I would love to help. But you guys are such a blessing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and the inspiration is truly felt. Thank you for taking the time out of your day, and I hope you guys have a fantastic night. And tomorrow I will be back on here. I'll go on and set up a time so that you guys can know I will be here, and I might go on twice tomorrow, just so you guys can see what's going on throughout the day. And yeah, I appreciate you so much for being here, so much for the love and inspiration, and I will make you guys proud. I have a new song that's coming out this month, because last night I was talking to one of my followers named Eric, and he was asking me to put out a new song. And so I'm going to put that out this year at the end of the year. And then he also asked me to come up with a Christmas song. So we'll see how we can do that, see what kind of inspiration can come from that. And it might have to come out next year, but I'm going to start trying to make it now and see how that goes. All right, you guys, be authentically weird, be yourselves. And if you know somebody who's a hater, if you know somebody who is consistently telling you not to do something or telling you why you shouldn't do something, make sure you let them know you like doing what you do. Okay? You like creating authentically. This is who you are. This is what you like. And this is how you speak. So if somebody doesn't like that, it doesn't mean you need to change. It means you need to be more consistent. It means you need to spread your word more, and then other people will see that this person is creating a movement. This person isn't just annoying me. And you might inspire them to create themselves. All right? Love you guys. Y'all be safe. Don't be rude to yourselves. Love on yourselves. Appreciate yourself. Lord, thank you for everybody who's here. Thank you for all the blessings that you've given us. Please watch over us, guide us, and help us to do the best to create. All right. And then we play. Y'all be safe.